Oops. Yeah, so far, I do love this bike. It is a lot of fun. Kind of talk about this. Hopefully the wind's not bad. If not, I'm gonna have to dub it. But came from a YZ450, and I like this bike a lot better for the type of riding that I do. You know, I do mostly this desert stuff. Every once in a while I'll hit a motocross track. Not that I'm any like good or anything, but you know, this is mostly what I ride, especially because it's close to my house. Almost stalled her there. So this bike really does suit my style of riding. Especially because I like to ride as fast as I can go, you know. And so this is great for it, because I kind of, that must be from the other day, because I kind of wanted to get into more adventure style riding, I guess. And I tried to do a build series on my YZ for, you know, kind of something geared towards that. But, you know, it's a motocross bike. It just doesn't work. What y'all doing? Alright, y'all shooting. Please don't shoot me. So, well, this bike's really good for that. And it's built out, you know, the way that I would build it. I'd put the big 5-gallon tank on here, full skid plate to include linkage protection, right? Bark busters, this sick little rally tower that, aside from being a windscreen, I have no use for it, really. Because I don't have the Garmin that this mount is for. So it's a cool windscreen for whenever the 5 seconds of road I'm on. You know, I'm 5 seconds of road that I ride on to get out here. But man, this off-road suspension, or not say off-road, but this non-motocross suspension is really nice. I thought I liked the YZ's suspension, which I do for some things, but this thing just eats up bumps and rocks and stuff like it's its job. Because it is its job, you know. Oh man, this tank bag keeps hitting me in the nuts and it doesn't feel good. You know, it's funny, last time I came out here, there's someone crossing right here. Also, this lens I got does not, makes it difficult to see. Whoa, dude, we got an Acadia out here? Shoo! See how she hooks up. Ooh, let's not die. That's these little hill climb. Everyone's back out here again. Look at this. Look at this. Everyone's out riding. What are all these people doing? Is there something going on here I'm not aware of? I know people are kind of trying to set up some jumps and stuff. Trying to get our Iowa free ride on. Dude, there's just people out here forever. But let's drop down and try not to get freaking smashed by anyone. This wind's a bit gnarly. Dunlops really started sliding around on me there. Dude, what way do I want to go? That way looks more fun. Let's go that way. Just soaked it up. careful through here. A lot of people out right now. A lot of people out. Really need to move my shift lever up a notch. Notch or maybe two, probably one. But yeah, man, this bike is so sick. I absolutely love it, and the guy I bought it from, his dad built this out like brand new. You can see it's only got just over 1,000 miles. I got it with 1,004 miles, so I put 25 on her. And it's just out here. Anyway, I think I lost my train of thought back there. I wanted to get into more adventure style riding. It's just kind of what I found myself doing. Just riding longer distances, not trying to race. I'm not trying to freaking be fast all the time. I'm just trying to, explore some stuff. Woo! Trying to just explore some things here. And the YZ450, it wasn't cutting it for me. So I was like, you know what? I think a dual sport's more up my alley, because I don't want an adventure bike yet. Maybe someday I'll get a dedicated adventure bike, but until then, I'm not. I want to be on a dirt bike. Like that's what I love. I love dirt bikes, and everything else you can just kind of suck it. So, and I debated a long time about which bike I wanted. And like I kind of went between, at first I started out thinking I would like a Yamaha WR250R, not the F. Like it's actual dual sport they stopped making. Let me get on the side here. That they stopped making in, I think it's 2020. So I thought I'd like that. Test rode one. It's like, it's not for me, man. There's not any power there. So then it's like, all right, 250, 300, that's out the window. Like I'm not in the 300s. You got to do the suspension on them right out the gate to make them remotely good. But there's always that lack of power. So then actually to go back even further than that, really wanted a Husky FE501. And then I saw the maintenance intervals on them, and I was like, no. And the price too, which in contrast, the maintenance intervals are pretty similar. And if you're doing a lot more slower trail riding, you can get a bit more out of it. Or BDR, kind of just the slow stuff. You're not mashing the desert. Oh hey, I I got one of those, a new one. But so I said no, and I've been talking way too much shit to the Austrian fanboys, so couldn't do it. Anyway, so I ended up, digging into this bike here and heard all the stuff that you got to put, thousands into this to make it a good bike, because it does have, it flames out easy, the ECU's trash, and all this stuff. Let me go this way, get into a little sand here. Anyways, all this stuff that I was not wanting that I honestly couldn't afford to do. I couldn't afford an $800 ECU on top of a probably 12,000 out the door bike. So $800 ECU. Gosh, what the heck else was it? Like a throttle tamer or some thing like that. Anyways, all the shit to make it good. I couldn't afford to do that on top of like a brand new bike. So I had sold my YZ. And was able to get this bike. And I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. Ooh. That sand's real loose now. So yeah, I can afford it all. So yeah, I got this thing, and I enjoy it quite a bit. But do a quick little rundown of it. All right, so there she is. And so we got the Nomad 5-gallon fuel tank here. We got a XR's only case saver. We do have, oh, how did you come off? I do have a damn it. I do have a AP3 brake lever thing. I don't really know why. But anyways, haven't put that on yet. It actually came with the bike. Dude didn't put it on. But we got the tidy tail right here. A RX, not an RX, an X CRF450L. X exhaust system here. We got the Dunlop D606s, which are kind of all right. They're brand new when I got the bike. Got the Scott's steering stabilizer and AS little rally tower here. Some Tusk CRF bars. The lows, I didn't put those on. I don't want those. I don't know who makes those radiator guards, but sick. And then, what the heck else was it? Else comes with a radiator fan on one side. I don't know if that's stock or what. Then we got the Tusk bark busters here. And then, oh yeah. And then these Seat Concepts XL, I think comfort. So yeah, I think that's everything. I also came with some Tusk pannier racks and some other couple of little goodies. And I don't know if those foot pegs are stock. I don't remember what Honda foot pegs look like. I haven't owned a Honda in a long time. Oh yeah, it's also got some bar risers too. And then I do have my quad lock phone charger thing. So yeah. I literally cannot hear this bike over the wind. So anyway, it's got the Dunlop D606s on it, and it's an all-around really good tire. I rode basically every terrain. I guess with the exception of a loam, I didn't ride. But I rode sand, rode gravel, dirt roads. I rode concrete, or not concrete, asphalt. I rode rocks. So I rode a lot of it, and they did great. But they did good. They did great on most of the hard pack stuff. But in the sand, which these aren't a sand tire, I totally get it, I understand. It was a bit rough. But, we can't all... We can't have something that's good at everything. That's just not, it's not possible. So, these are great tires. They feel really good on the road. This does really good on the road. I can get up to 70, and I feel great. The bike feels good. It doesn't feel twitchy. It's not super wound out. It does have a 6-speed gearbox too, which is pretty awesome. But the tires, they're good. Now, with how much riding I do out there, I would rather, honestly, just get some of the Tusks, whatever their MX tire is. I can't remember. I had them on my YZ450. I would rather get some of those, slap them on here, and I don't even know if this thing has a rim lock. Slap them on here and get my traction back. The Seat Concept seat, man, it's super comfortable. I like it. I feel like I can go hours in this thing, no problem, man. Like, if I'd have done that ride as much sitting as I was doing on my YZ or even on the stock seat on this thing, like, my ass would have been chafed. It would have been very upset and not my friend anymore. What else here? Dude, this 5-gallon tank, it's just got so much damn fuel in it. And I haven't ridden with it full yet. I got it with what the dude gave me, which honestly I probably should have I probably should have taken the gas out of it, replaced it with some fresh gas. But I mean, it's clean fuel, so. Yeah, thanks for watching, and this is what I'm doing now. Dual adventure. All right, peace out.